Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Niket Bun Amadiora. It is an awesome and precious dream for me to be your master of ceremony in this afternoon on Wednesday, December 4th, 2020. Before entering this webinar, I will read webinar rules. First, ID participant must use their real names. Participants are expected to mute during the webinar process. Participants must behave politely during the webinar. Participants can ask questions when the interviewers have finished explaining the material and you can unmute. On this special afternoon, we have several agendas, so allow me to read several sequence of our agendas. First, opening. Second, presentation. 3, question and answer session, and the last for closing. It is now my pleasure to introduce guest speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mrs. Ratna Anggreni. Mr. Ratna, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Niken. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. You too?
Yeah, me too. Great.
Okay. Before to the next agendas, let me inform you about Mr. Ratna profile. The currently she is working as a Ministry of Tourism staff, have studied tourism destination at Satya Wacana Christian University and also completed her master degree at Gajah Mada University, Yogyakarta. Wow. Okay, Mr. Ratna, the floor is yours.
All right. Thank you, Niken. It's really nice to see you again this afternoon, and I'm so glad to be here. And because it is the afternoon, we have a good opportunity for all of us to be together here in the webinar Tourism After COVID-19. This is my privilege to welcome all of you and say thank you to the who has prepared this event and also all the members of Satya Wacana Christian University. And now maybe I will share my screen. Please wait a minute. All right. Well, without wasting time again, I think I will start the webinar with presenting just about reopen tourism activities. Here we have two news about Turkey has officially reopened for tourism, and the second is Bali Airport International reopening at 1st December 2020. Actually, I will not discuss much about this, but we will discuss about how we prepare or facing the new era of tourism that will come soon. And for the next, maybe we should think about possibilities that will happen after this pandemic, right? And according to the World Tourism Organization under the United Nations, there's some possibilities that will happen. The first is increase in domestic and international flight. Actually, we remember at the beginning of this pandemic, people were previously forced to refund their ticket because they can't go anywhere, they can't go to the other country because this pandemic. But after this pandemic, they will buy flight ticket to satisfy their holiday craving. They will vacation, they will holiday, they will visit their family or their friends. And actually maybe for me, airlines and travel agent or maybe online travel agent must be prepared about this. And the second is drastic increase in domestic tourists. Well, after this pandemic, tourism attraction will open one by one and people will looking for whatever that can entertainment them. Actually, the nearest one and the cheap one, and we think that one of the option is travel, domestic travel. And then the number 3 is excess number of visitor in tourism destination. Well, the increased number of visitor, actually we can prevent about this, but the excess of number of visitor can cause the traffic jam on the route to the destination and also while at the destination. If this is not managed with properly, actually this will cause some bad things like garbage pollution maybe, and then can damage the facilities at the tourism destination. And the possibilities number 4 is new health protocol. As we doing now, there will be new protocols that focus on the hygiene, such as sanitizer, hand washing session, and mask using mask. And maybe it's also possibly that some place there will be temperature check and also certain health regulation to prevent the infection of the other visitors. Okay, there's some possibilities that maybe or happen after this pandemic end, and thus after seeing the possibilities that will happen, now our job as a tourism soldier is also think about how to assess and what is the strategy or step that must be taken so make this tourism activities in the new era can recover quickly but also still maintain health protocols so this pandemic doesn't barrier anymore. Maybe this is a little from me, Niken, and everyone, because the time of construction, we also have to open up for question and discussion session. Then I return the session to the moderator. Thank you, Niken. Thank you, everybody.
What a lightning speech. Thank you so much, Mr. Rana, for sharing with us. And the next agenda is in question and answer session. If there are participants who want to ask, please.
Okay, I will give you an opinion and a few questions. In my opinion, we as a tourist soldier are working with the government to prepare for the surge in tourism that is likely to occur after this pandemic ends. And then I will give you question. Question one: what should we prepare to face excessive tourist visit? Question two: what should be done we when we as a tourist soldier see people doing tourist in an area that don't follow established health protocol? Question three: what are the strategies that can be applied in Indonesia by looking at the possibilities that WTO have said? Thank you.
Okay, good question. Mr. Ratna, please.
All right, thank you, Niken. That's a good question, and I will answer one by one. The first question, what should we prepare to face excessive tourist visit? Well, of course, this is something that we should be prevent by briefing or inform to the tourists about the maximum quota that can be entered the destination. We can go through the marketing department to inform about this. And but if this is happen at the time at the destination, suddenly the visitor increase or like that, we can divide them into some groups and keep maintains the health protocol there. We should inform them about the social distancing, keep the using their mask and using hand sanitizer like that. And for the second question, What should we done when we meet with someone or people they are not follow the established health protocol? Sometimes we still find this type of visitors, right? Actually, we can provide education about the importance of the health protocol, but if doesn't work, we can also give some info section, but not too heavy. So the impression of the destination not too strict. And the third question that what the strategies that we can apply in Indonesia by looking these possibilities? Well, actually we know that there's some culture in Indonesia that going to destination during the holiday, especially long holiday, like we know that Puncak and something like that, which makes the possibility relate to happen in Indonesia. Thus, this is the importance of public education, strict government rules, and public awareness to maintain a safe distance and always comply with health protocol so that the tourism can recover, but public health keep maintained with well. Well, that's maybe from me, Niken and Ingil. It's clear enough, or maybe there's any question more? All right. Thank you. That's a great question. Well,
Okay, well, that's wrap up our webinar from the Deep Omeher. I do an apology for my mistake while in presenting this webinar. For Mr. Ratna, we know you are a busy person. Thank you for taking time to come here, and thank you for the insight too. To you all for your support in participant. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you at next webinar. Good afternoon and see you.